Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby's Dream Land 3. In the last episode, we beat Wispy Woods in Grassland, and we completed the first 3 stages in Ripplefield. So now, it's time to take on 2-4. And I want to get rid of the ability that I have, because I need a certain one. Okay, that guy has Needle. That guy has Fire. That guy has Broom. These little black and white guys, these little bone soldier looking guys that kind of remind me of Skullman, they all have a different ability. And what ability they have depends on what they're carrying. So if they're carrying like a little white lance, it's gonna be Needle. If it's a little fire sword, it's going to be fire. If it's a broom, it's going to be the broom ability. And you also got these guys as well. And you want to be very careful. The one that I want to get is Spark. And I want to see if I can get that. That guy with the stone club has stone. And instead of actually hitting you with the club, he actually throws boulders at you with the club, which is kind of interesting. And I want to see what all of these doors go to. Well, you can get Choo Choo, Nago, and Kine in these doors, or Kine. Well, we've got Kine, so he's not going to be in the center one, that's for sure. And Nago's going to be on the right-hand door. And we do want to swallow this guy. Now, we do have this ability, which returns from Dreamland 2, but you can no longer use a light bulb as a projectile, and if you hold it for too long, it breaks. You can still damage enemies with it, but you just can't use it as a projectile that explodes on contact anymore. Which is annoying. And of course, you also want to be careful of these balls as well. Now, some of these doors are not really doors. They are blobs that are disguised as doors to get the jump on you. Thankfully, that slightly lighter shade of black means the door is real. But if you go all the way over here and use Kine and the Spark ability in this darkened room, you'll find a hidden door here. Here you'll find 8 stars and an action tomato. Just make sure you don't get hit by that ball that's falling down from the hole in the center of the screen. Time to go through the real door now. And that looks like a door. Let's see what's in there. Well, we can get the rock ability. And if we wanted to, we could get that max tomato, but we don't need it. And there's another door down here. Those little blob things won't exactly hurt you, so don't worry about them. And if you wanted to get the rock ability and get the one up here as well, you can do that. But we're gonna skip out on those because, well, we got more stuff. We can get these 3 stars here, for instance, and then deal with some auto-scrolling. Now, if you follow the path here, hopefully not too fast, you can get through here, make it so that these guys don't get in your way. And if you have Kine and Spark, you'll be able to find this door. We want to go into it. Now, had you taken the door that they saw to the right, you would have been on the little area to the right over there. But we're over here. Just go straight up. It's like the path to DDD's fighting chambers in Dreamland 2. And that's 14 stars. That's like halfway to a 1-up. Let's go in here. And we got ourselves a boss. Does this hurt you? It clearly doesn't, apparently. Maybe I just have to do it like I've always done it. Just wait for this guy to run into the wall, wait for his spikes to come off of him, and then spit them back at him. I think it's better if I just ditched Kine for this, or Kine, or whatever. And you do want to watch out for the waterfalls here, because they will mess with your jump. That was a less than perfect landing there, Kirb. And I'm gonna duck to be on the safe side there. And I do want to stay in the center. That's probably the best place to be in this area, unless, of course, he forces you into it. In that case, you will have to fly around to get away from him. And that will take care of him. I'm assuming this guy will give you Spike. Or Needle. Yes, he will. And I took a lot of dumb damage there. And it's a good thing we have the Needle. You do want to get it before you go in here, so you can save this frog. We have completed the Heart Star Challenge. Now it's time for us to not die. What did I just say? Well, I still hope we get credit for it. I mean, we should. I'll go ahead and get Cutter here. Why not? Just take care of all these guys on the way. If you didn't fight the Spike or Needle mini-boss, you would have ended up in the area below where the frog was, and you probably notice the frog above you, and you'd be able to put 2 and 2 together from there. You'd still have to be a little creative to find the door, and that's how the whole Kind Spark ability combination, that's where that comes in. And all that's left now... Oh, I thought those were that was a star or something. That was not the case, sadly. Oh, we still get credit for this because we collected the frog. The game does remember we collected the frog even if we died. That's good to know. So let's grab that Heart Star and get out of here. And, that was bad. I was going for the 1-up and I was a bit off. But we are now at 2-5. Obviously, we need pitch for this. Back to 2-1 it is. So I've done a little bit of digging when it comes to finding things in this game. And turns out all of the first stages in every level will involve a flower in some way. It is a common theme. There are 6 stages in every world, and the first stage of every world, the second stage of every world, the third stage, they all share a common theme. The first one is going to be flowers, the second one is going to be animal, buddy, and ability combination. The third one is always going to be a minigame. The fourth one has you finding something for somebody and bringing it to the end. The fifth one is always going to be complete this stage with a certain animal buddy. And what was the 6th one? I'm trying to remember what the 6th one was. And I did it a while ago. Oh yeah, find 3 things and bring them to the person. That's it. I forgot what the 1/6 one was, and I don't remember it was a clown. And I just decided to show off that pitch cutter ability while I was talking there. Thought somebody might get a kick out of that. And now it's time to make our way... Ugh. I guess I have no choice but to go to the end, don't I? No matter, we get stars out of it. That's always a good thing. I would bring Kine here, but... or Kine, or whatever, but... Not exactly that hurt. Oh, you can grab things with pitch. Never would have guessed. Well, that makes grabbing everything a little easier. Ow. Let's hope I don't lose this. I do want to grab as many of these things as possible. Can you get off of me, please? And that got me closer to another extra life. Let's try not to die as we get in here. There's Kine. Apparently you can get him in here. But we do not exactly want Kine. And we're gonna be forced to this door. I'm assuming there's goodies on the other end. Are you kidding me? I just get forced over here. So apparently that is the way... Well, this is not fun. Apparently you do have to use Kine after all. At least his cutter ability's still good. This game, it better give me pitch back sooner or later. If this game doesn't, we're gonna have a problem. Just because of that one section there. And it looks like I'll have to do a little bit of exploring. We're gonna have to get the fire power up and the stone power up in order to get anywhere around here. Ow. Maybe this place will have something good to use. Well, we got this. I'm gonna wait for this thing to just not exist. I'm gonna ditch the ability and let it disappear. And we're going to get the 2 stars. And we're gonna try not to get horribly maimed, which is something I'm having a horrible time doing for some reason. And we're gonna open this whole pair of sets of fire blocks. Now we need stone. Where are we gonna get stone? And it doesn't look like I can take Kine over to that area there. Ah. There's stone. Now to make our way back. Did we lose? No, we did not lose Kine. Or Kine, or... I'm gonna keep alternating between Kine and Kine. I'm sorry, y'all. And by breaking all those, we can get Kine over to the other side, and we get 3 stars for our efforts, which I enjoy. And I could get Spark if I want to, but I don't think it actually damages anybody in this game, unlike the second one. Okay, it does. I guess it just wasn't working against that needle mini-boss because he was invulnerable during the period that he had his spikes around his body. And it's a good thing that a Maximum Tomato was there, because we needed that. Now, something tells me that we're gonna need Kine for this area. I believe there is something that we need to do. Ah, yes, this room. You can only get here with Kine. And there's Pitch. So we can get him here after all. Of course, once we get around, get out of this room, we're going to be blown back out. Also, Pitch plus Spark, little RC controlled Pitch that flies around and just destroys everything upon contact. Just make sure Kirby doesn't get hit, and you should be good to go. Now, I don't necessarily need it. Oh, but I do want to get the invincibility lollipop in case things go south as I'm doing a thing. And if I could just get up there, that'd be great. Now there is a star here. What does that take me to? It probably takes me... This is interesting. Okay, it's probably just an alternate path, but I still want to avoid the Gordos regardless, because Those things hurt. And they take me down here. I guess you were supposed to go down there. You don't want to be knocked into the Gordos by these currents, though. And I tried to grab those stars, see if it was possible to do so. Doesn't look like it is with the pitch spark combination. Mostly because I can't get pitch to move into the stars to begin with. And before we know it... Oh, hey, invincibility lollipop. It was good to get down here. As slowly as I'm going to be moving here. This is still good. Get a little bit of invincibility time as I do this. Take down these two enemies here. And of course, if you ever want Pitch to return to you, you just press Y while he's in RC controlled mode. And he'll just come right back to you. Shouldn't be long before we reach the end here. And no. I don't think there's any stars in... Oh, there is. If that's the case, I will gladly take them. And I thought that archer guy was going to respawn, but thankfully he did not. So let's go ahead. And it's a much bigger pink pitch. Probably his mother or something. Oh well. Let's go ahead and grab the heart star and go into the door. And, well, it was either that or the 1-up. I'll try to get better at doing this. And I guess I'll go ahead and go over some extra links on this video and go for this. Also, apparently it's not collecting 3 things and getting to somebody for the 6th stage in every level. Apparently you have to do a certain thing for a certain person. And I know exactly what this one is. First of all, let's get out of the water here and make our way onto the sand where we will face some more crabs. And, wow, this sand slows you down. I've never known Pitch to move that slowly. And I'll probably take Rick with me. I haven't even used Rick at all. And Rick and Spark, much like it was in Kirby's Dream Land 2, but you have a slightly more narrow range now. It doesn't go all the way down to the floor like it did in the second Dreamland game. And you just decide to ignore me, which, that's alright. That is quite alright. And it's a good thing I hit that because that is what gave me a star right there. And I almost forgot what I needed to do, but now I just remembered what exactly I need to do to get the heart star here. Now, okay, this does have this is even more close range and and slower underwater. Do want to take out as many of these blocks as I can to get my hands on some extra lives. Doing quite well for myself doing this. Also, these guys can swim and attack at the same time. Well, not exactly the same time, but you know. And I am just about to die again in this stage. Really need to find a Pepperu or something. Can you get away from me, please? Thank you so much. Now, for this one, for this section, you've got a series of those little green blobs that take you to where you need to go. And is it this one? I think it's this one. Okay, no, it's the... There's a door here. Okay, you do go in here. I guess. Let's see what happens if we go into this door. Okay, we start all the way over. You have to go all the way to the left in case you messed this up. So, I believe you do want to take... Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Apparently, this is a section where you have to do it right. And I keep thinking it was the top or the middle one. No, it's the bottom one. I'm getting the second set confused with the third set. So, for the first set, we had 2. For the second set, we had 3. So, it's top, bottom, and I believe it's the upper center one. It is the upper center one. And you would have had to travel longer if you picked up the wrong path. Thankfully, there aren't really any enemies. And iron balls, that will hurt us. What do? We just get rid of the ball. That's all we do. I have done no practice runs for any part of Dreamland 3 so far, so you can probably tell that I haven't played anything here prior to actually recording the videos. And this is the part that I think we're supposed to go. It is. And if you go down here, you'll meet this guy. That guy is shaped like the guy, or rather like the blocks in this room. So you go to one of the side doors. Now, do you still... Okay. Okay. Whoa. Wait, what? Oh, you can actually control the bubbles by holding up and down after pressing Y. That is actually kind of neat, to be honest. And I should go a little further away from this. And with these bubbles that I'm making with Rick, I'm just tapping the button. And there we go. We created a little diamond shape with the star blocks. We've completed this. Now, just to be safe, we're going to go back down here. And he doesn't do anything, but we did complete this all the same. I thought maybe he'd react differently now that we've completed that, but I guess we'll just have to wait until the end now, won't we? Oh well. Let me wait for this thing to move straight up, and... Well, that was hilarious. And I cannot destroy the blocks like that. And these balls do not hurt you once you get rid of the block, though that's cool. But now, it's time to go ahead and try to save ourselves as we make our way through this little area, which has plenty of enemies. What would happen if we went in here? Well, you could probably get Rick here, but you can also get Koo. I need to show Koo off one of these days. Really need to do that. And I need to get rid of you. Oh, he flew away. So these guys do fly away after a time. And didn't really seem like there would be anything that I could really do there. in all honesty. But I think I can get Rick back again. Well, I guess it's time to show off Coup. There's Coup and Parasol. And this ability also got nerfed. You don't spin for as long anymore. This little ability combination comes back from Dreamland 2. But as long as you're in any of the frames as a spinning animation, you can still hit star blocks just the same. It's just that the animation doesn't even last half as long as it did in Dreamland 2. Also, there is nothing up there. I thought maybe we'd be able to find something up there, but that is not the case. And I'm going 3x3 with these coconuts here. And we still got credit for the Heart Star, so let's go ahead and grab it. So let's see here. And that is exactly what I wanted. Definitely wanted that 1-up to replace the one that I lost. And in the next video, we are going to be taking on Acro, the whale. Also, Acro's name is Orca spelled backwards. I just now realized that. So basically, he's an orca. Huh. Also, he debuted here, not Kirby 64 like some people think. No, he debuted here, much like the green boomerang guys that can swim and look like Kappas, and Rick's wall jumping ability. Acro first showed up here. So now that that's out of the way, join me next time where I go take on Acro, and then take on level 3. So until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!